ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति भूरिदा जनाः. We are contemplating on the path of bhakti to reach the ultimate perfection. And that was the main theme of Sri Ramakrishna's referring to Bhagavan in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. And here we see we have come to the Archana, the way of offering our services to the Lord as puja and contemplating on various aspects of His existence, of the transcendental activity within the cosmos, the whole order of dharma to be brought at all levels of existence, cosmic to the most individual level of being. This is what we see the Lord's Leela going on as the universe in various aspects of His existence related to it, including God being the indweller of every jiva. And here the jiva wants to offer its gratitude, its whole whatever it has, knowing Him to be His total, all that it can have and possess, and know what we call Mama Sarvasva. He is my everything. He is my everything. What all I can think of, my existence, my attainments, my joy, my peace, my freedom, all that is Lord. So with that, he does the worship to express his gratitude, to give his all to the Lord. There we came up to the Manasa Puja, the mental worship. There are two aspects of worship. One is Manasa Puja, the inner worship, and Bahir Puja, external worship. Actually, the individual level, the Manasa Puja, with Manasa Puja, the worship ends. He has given his all to God. What all he has to achieve in this life, he is supposed to have achieved and given to God. And in the Bahir Puja, it is for the welfare of all the entire nature. See, somehow the evolution or the developments we are undergoing, we were individualized, we were not concerned except our own territory and around. Each was a small kingdom, other kingdoms, maximum a few kingdoms together, governed by one power, the emperor. There was empire which included a number of kingdoms. Now we were not much concerned about the others. Anything happening is between the neighbors. But now we have raised to know every moment the rest of the world, the whole global level of our understanding and global level of our living. Though we have expanded our awareness, our understanding is at global level. We are getting information from the whole globe. We are living in global consciousness, but we have separated more and more. All our globalization is for I, mine and myself. Each country, each individual, he has become globalized to protect and intensify, nourish and vitalize his own I, mine and for me. It should have been for dissolving I, mine and me. Globalization, whole globe as mine. I, as if I pervade. I must have been able to sacrifice for others. The globalization must have been to help each other, to love each other, and you on, to help each other and progress and grow in our worldly life, in the life in the world. But it has become, we were supposed to take care of the entire nature. Science should have been to help nature, to preserve nature. Science is going against nature, and our globalization is becoming intensifying individualization. So, where we are moving, you see, we should have become global people, where all differences dissolve. We are intensifying by globalization. So here, when the science is splitting and taking us away, the spirituality integrates and brings back to one, whole humanity to look upon as one, whole globe to look upon one, the race, religions, the professions, all these differences, including man and woman, must slowly dissolve in one divine awareness and identification of divinity. And another side, each one is getting his identity lost. There is identity crisis in the whole universe. Teachers have forgotten they are teachers. Students have forgotten they are students. Children have forgotten they are children. Elders have forgotten they are elders. Each had responsibility, duties to perform. And everyone is behaving as if he is yet a youth or a grown-up adult. Children are feeling, the small children behave like grown-up adults. Old people are behaving like young youths. So many confusion. Each has lost his path. Each is in a miserable condition, but is presenting himself to be most happy person in the world. So this is identity crisis. All this confusion ultimately lead us to a kind of disturbed society, disturbed mind, disturbed living. And only thing that can transform is spiritualization, where all differences dissolve and man identifies his human identity and what he has to do, what is his duties and responsibilities, how he has to preserve nature, how he has to just what ultimately what are we need, what we need for living is a little food and a shelter and a few clothes to cover our body. And that each individual, so much of land and places are there, each one can occupy. small places, a group can manage their food, all the needs of life, and live perfect in tune with the nature and the divine, evolve to his divinehood easily. But where are we? The one third of the national income is going towards destructive defense forces. Unimaginable. One military personality was telling, if world can live in peace, at peace with each other, and if there was not to have any war, the one third of the national income that every year it is spent on the destructive forces, if they are properly utilized, world would become a heaven. Everyone would be at great peace. Anyway, that is not our subject. But what I am trying to insist here is the our dedication to the divine, where we are trying to expand ourselves. The more you concentrate and read this gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we will be coming to dissolve our differences. We are really becoming the global personalities where our individuality, our personality, and our identity is dissolved in the universal humanity. So here we see spiritualization is the only force that in present world of disparity it can generate, it can bring up the unity and peace, one love of peace, love and harmony. So here we are trying to give our all to God in Manasa Puja and have Him as the total fulfillment of our life. Mama Sarvasva is my all. Yesterday we went through the whole passage. Hrit Padmamasanam Datyat Sahasrara Judamridai. We will just to go through the process of this Archana, the as puja, the Manasa Puja. What am I going to offer to the Lord? Hrit Padma Mahasanam Datya. Your lotus of your heart. Heart always refers to, even physical heart has been used the term heart from the term heart meaning the center of a point. Heart of city, heart of earth. When we say it is centermost point, and in human body also, that is a centermost point with respect to its functioning also. Most important is the blood circulation, with which the whole body is getting nourished and life is possible. So in the functional aspect also it is heart, and in the bodily existence also, heart is the central place of our bodily existence. Hands and feet are only extensions. Trunk and head is the most important being. Our whole being is trunk and the head, and this is the center portion. If you leave the legs and hands, limbs, which are externalized extensions, if you leave the limbs, this is the center of gravity also, where you can mount the whole body. With legs and hands, that is limbs, the navel becomes the center of gravity. Otherwise, this is the center. That is why it's called heart. Heart is called, physical heart also is called heart, because it is the centermost point in the bodily existence. And functional wise, if blood is not there, no, even brain will not work. No part can work, because every moment it needs nourishment. Life is possible with the nourishment, oxygen, and the food that we eat. So this is called heart. But when we say Hrit Padma, it is the core of your existence, entire existence, bodily existence. That is body, senses, mind, intellect, heart, the feeling heart, emotion, whole being, the center. It's pivot. We have gross, subtle and causal body. Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. The pivot of all the three, on which all the three bodies are mounted, and you are passing through every day. Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, waking, dreaming and deep sleep states you are passing through. On which axis it is happening, it is called, that is the Hrit Padma. Where you stand, if you go behind one step, you are divine. One step ahead, you are human. So, where human and divine are meeting, it's called Hrit Padma. There you see the joining point, it's called Chakra, Anahata Chakra, Vishuddha Chakra, Agnya Chakra, Sahasrara Chakra, we say. That the chakra means where it is like Sangama, where Chaitanya and Jada are meeting. Chaitanya and Jada are meeting at the various levels of consciousness. The levels of consciousness, Ida Pingala, where they cross each other in the Sushumna. These nadis are where the consciousness flow, Chaitanya flows. In at bodily level, blood flow is there, circulatory system. There is breathing, uh, respiratory system. There is digestive system. There is reproductive system. There is lymph system, drainage. And all the systems are there like that. Every cell is working consciously. Wherein the consciousness is flowing. The flow of consciousness is called the nadis, the 72,000 nadis, and all we speak. The important is Sushumna. Sushumna is always linked to the absolute or the transcendental. Transcendental projecting in and through the gross physical body. So, in the Sushumna, from Sushumna, consciousness flows the whole bodily existence. And where at Anahata, the Jivatman and Paramatman are supposed to exist by individual existence as Jiva, and the Lord's presence as the Ishtadevata or the Antaryamin is called. Sutratma is the whole universe pervaded by the Lord, is Sutratma. Individual level, when the lives are there, there is special manifestation of consciousness, and it is called Antaryamin. So Antaryamin refers mainly, we can take it as the whole universe also, but mainly it refers to the individual. So where God is already always present within our, it is like a, battery in any electronic instrument. Battery is where the electricity is there at all times, but when it's switched on, it pervades everything, whole being, the whole instrument it is pervading. But its source and existence is somewhere. Like that, God's presence is everywhere, but it is like cell. It is there in the heart of man. The man's individual existence also is there, but his interests and his pervasion is there in the rest of the, where it is something like epicenter, from where my existence is pervading. Epicenter of God, from where the God's presence is spreading in my body. That is called Anahata Chakra. That is the Hrit Padma. That Hrit Padma I am going to offer. I am invoking God there. That is the asana. Lord, come and sit here. It is your place. Manifest here. You are there, but I am not able to perceive. Manifest here. Manifest in my heart. I am giving this as my asana. The sense of the bodily existence. I exist. I and exist are there in this bodily existence. That I thinks of itself owning this body and itself has the body in which Lord is there, and because of His presence, the body is alive. So that itself is being offered because of the sense of mindness in God's uh, possession. Rit Padmamasanam Dadyat Sahasrara Chutamratahi. Sahasrara, the absolute existence. From the transcendental, this is spiritual existence. God is spirit. And for spirit, I cannot put this physical water on the spirit. Because just like I cannot take this physical water into my dream. Dream water only I have to use in dream. Suppose dream guest comes, in dream a guest comes, I cannot take this physical water of the waking state and give him. I have to take from the dream well and give him the dream water. For dream person, dream water. For imaginary person, I have to give imaginary food. Like that, God is pure existence, and to Him who is going to manifest in my heart, I cannot give external things. So I have to take from the transcendental realm because He is manifested from the transcendental. I have to give Him. In case of dream, dream is projection of mind, and from the same mind, mental food I have to give Him. From what I saw in dream, I cannot give in waking state. Waking state, what I find, I cannot take to dream state. The God which manifests from the transcendental is to be fed transcendental. Suppose you manifest as physical form here, I have to give the physical food also, like Shabri gave to Rama. So I have to, there, as Sahasrara Chutamrati, the seepage from the Absolute, from the Chaitanya, Shuddha Chaitanya, from the 10th door, what is seeping down from there, that Amrita, immortal nectar, I can, with that Charanayor Datyat Padyam Charana, with that water I am going to wash the feet of the Lord. Manastu Argyam Nivedet. That water I give for all purposes of the water, and mind I offer as the arghya. Arghya is something given like a bouquet. When somebody comes, we give a bouquet of flowers to honor, to respect, to revere, to show my respects to Him. So, to God, I am going to offer arghya to honor Him. So, in like puja, what are you going to offer? Say to your Lord, Archana, what are you going to give? Each item you are going to offer. It's just like a guest who has come. We'll give him a place to sit. We'll wash his feet. And Manastvarkyam Nivedo, we honor him. So mind itself here we offer in the Manasa Puja as the Arghya, as a bouquet of honor. Tena Amritena Achamaniyam. From the same Amrita, the water to rinse the mouth is given. We, just like we give, any guest comes, we go on serving him in various ways. In those days earlier, or even now, people come walking all the way and they are tired. How do we receive them? How we wash their feet and take them inside? That same procedure is adopted. Tenamritena achamaniyam snaniyam tena chasmritam. Snaniya, the water for bath is given by the same transcendental waters called Amrita. Snaniyam tena chasmritam. Akasha tattvam vastram sya. What can be given to the spirit as bodily? The Akasha Tattva, Tattva, thatness. Tva means thatness. Ushnatva, Shitatva, Mridatva. These are all, Tva is used in Sanskrit to mean ness, hardness. Thatness, Tat means that, the transcendental. The transcendental aspect of nature, space. Space, just like before the creation, what was there in the womb of the Absolute to manifest this universe, the understanding in the consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya, that is called Akasha Tattva. That Tattva is flowing down here as the gross Akasha. So Akasha Tattva, because he belongs to the transcendental, I am going to get the space Tattva principle. He is in the transcendental manifestation, and I give him the transcendental vastra. Akasha Tattvam vastram syat, gandha syat, gandha tattvakam. Stana is over, vastra is over, lords, and gandha. Gandha is offered. Then Akasha Tattvam vastram syat, gandha syat, gandha tattvakam. Gandha tattva is Prithvi tattva. Each one, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Abha, Prithvi. So, the Gandha Tattva, for Gandha, Gandha Tattva, the principle which has become the gross earth in the after Panchikarana, after the grossification, this in that we see smell is there only in the, it is not in Akasha, it is not in Vayu, it is not in fire, it is not in water, but all smells are there. Every smell, what you can smell, is only in the earth. And earth, it remains as tattva. And that tattva manifests in various plants and various smell. Now jasmine, the same gandha tattva is becoming jasmine smell. In champa, it is becoming champa smell. Each plant has its own smell. Each thing which is existing has its own smell. So all smells are there in earth as tattva, and it manifests through that flower in a particular way. The plant wants to convert and manifest. So I am going to offer all smells, the source of all smell itself as the gandha. Then nrityam indriya karmani chanchalyam manasastha tatha. Everything is over. Then what do we offer? Nritya, for entertainment. The bath and all is there. And Denamritinam Sthaniyam Akash Gandha. What about food? Chittam prakalpayet pushpam. Dhupam pranam prakalpayet. Gandhasya gandhatatvakam. Chittam prakalpayet pushpam. Then when the vastra is over, gandha is over, pushpa is, flower is given. Pushpam, the flower is Chittam prakalpayet pushpam. We have memory, chitta, and constantly the chitta is producing so many thoughts. And that itself, each thought as if a new flower, a new leaf is coming out, a new flower is coming out, new ideas are coming out. Chittam prakalpayet pushpam, dhupam syat, dhupam pranan prakalpayet. The pranas always, dhupa is coming because a small fire. Prana is living energy in the body. And how in incense stick, the small fire is making it blow. It is glowing and releasing smell. And this is the smoke that flows. Incense stick, dhupa, it is growing and making good and bad karmas. The gandha, the incense sticks represents the prana shakti, always how it is expanding, you see, and continuing to burn itself. Life is burning down and producing the karmas constantly. So pranas are responsible. the movements, action, thoughts, everything becomes prana. So the prana, dhupam pranan prakalpayet. Make your pranas, the life force in you, living force that is constantly producing karmas, that itself you offer as dhupa, dhupa before the Lord. You are living, your life force is offered as dhupa. And this continues, will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.